Hello everyone, I'm Grace. Welcome to my channel. In this video, I will introduce 10 useful Chinese learning tools that are going to make your Chinese learning much easier. Let's get started. Number 1. BCC 语料库. This is a website. Some of you may already seen it when I use it in another video. This is a website helps you to know how words are used in real life. Also, there is a function that I find very useful for learning. Let's take a look at it. So for instance, when you first learn 重要 this word, and you want to see some examples of how to use it, you can enter this word 重要, and then you will find many sentences containing this word. Also, you can choose different categories to see how this word is used in different writing styles, like in literature, news, and online posts. Another amazing function of this tool is that you can use it to learn collocation. For example, if you know basketball is 篮球, but you don't know which verb to pair it with, then you can type out V plus 篮球. Oh, and by the way, you need to type in simplified Chinese to search on this website. Okay, then click on 搜索, and you will see the results for a verb plus 篮球. The best part is that you can click here 统计 to see which verbs can combine with 篮球 and their frequency. Here you can see 打篮球 is the most common one. In case you're curious about how to type other parts of speech, I put the frequently used marks here. You can note them down and start using this tool. This is not the only website that can search for real-life examples. If you're interested in these kind of websites, you can also check out CCL 语料库 and 中央研究院语料库. I will put the links in the description. Okay, the second tool is Pleco. This is a Chinese dictionary app. I guess most of you already know this. When I asked what your favorite Chinese learning tools was on Instagram, many of you say Pleco is super useful and it displays both traditional and simplified characters. So if you haven't used it yet, it's definitely worth checking out. I'm not going to go any deeper on this. If you don't know how to use it, there are many tutorial videos on YouTube that can instruct you. Let's move on to the next one. Zhongwen is a web browser extension for Google Chrome. After you install it, you will be able to look up words effortlessly. Let's say you're reading Chinese articles on websites and you encounter some words that you don't understand. You don't have to look them up in a dictionary. You just place your cursor on that word and then its meaning and meaning will show up. It's really convenient. If you want to install it, you can find the link in my description. The next one is HelloTalk. This is a language exchange app. In this video, I talked about how language exchange can help you increase your vocabulary. It's not always easy finding suitable language exchange partners in real life. This app helps connect you with native speakers, and then you can help each other with language learning. It's very important to use your target language, because this way you can keep yourself motivated to learn this language. The whole learning process is going to help you communicate more efficiently in Chinese or any other language you are learning for that matter. Okay, number 5. Squitter. If you want to learn Chinese characters, whether simplified or traditional, this app is going to help you a lot. It's really handy because it guides you to write by the proper stroke order. Also, it teaches you the tones and definitions of characters. Plus, it tells you the components that form the character and what they mean, which is great because the components are going to show up again and again. So it's going to help you learn new Chinese characters easier. Another great feature of this app is that it has many topics and books for you to choose from. You can choose the textbook that you're currently studying or topics that you're interested in, and it provides you with the vocabulary list to learn. And it also uses spaced repetition to help you review these Chinese characters you have learned. If you want to try this app, I will put a link in the description. If you use that link to sign up, it will provide my code which will help you get a 15-day free trial. After signing up, you can use it on your computer or download the app to use it on your phone. Alright, the next one is Do Chinese. If you want to enhance your Chinese reading, this is a really good app for that. In this app, there are many stories in different categories, and you can choose the topics that you're interested in and the level that is suitable for you. Also, when you're reading, you can choose whether you want the pinyin to show up. And one of the amazing features of this app is that it can recite the text to you. Also, if you encounter some words that you don't understand, you can click them to see their meanings and save the words to review them later. Okay, number 7 is Chinese Grammar Wiki. When you're confused about some Chinese grammar points, this is a great website that explains them. For example, if you're confused on how to use ba, then type out ba, and then let's click on this. You will see several grammar points associated with ba. Let's click the first one. As you can see, here is an explanation of the ba construction. It tells you when to use this structure and gives you some examples. This is going to help you immensely with your Chinese grammar learning. Now let's move on to the next one, 两岸萌点. I know that many of my viewers are interested in knowing the differences between Chinese and Taiwanese Mandarin. This is a website that you can use to search a word and see whether they are pronounced differently between Chinese and Taiwanese Mandarin. For example, let's use this website and search 星期. So here you can see in Taiwan it's pronounced 星期, but in China it's pronounced 星期. Also, you can use it to know some different expressions between Taiwanese and Chinese Mandarin. For instance, in Taiwanese Mandarin, a box meal or bento box is called 便当, but let's look it up here on this website. You will find out that this is the Taiwanese way to say bento, but in Chinese Mandarin, they say 盒饭. So this website is for those who are interested in knowing the differences between Chinese and Taiwanese Mandarin. Okay, number 9 is Anki. Anki is a flashcard program that can help you build your vocabulary. It's very easy to forget words you have learned, but Anki uses spaced repetition to help you memorize new words. Now I want to show you how to make flashcards on Anki. Now let's open Anki, create a deck. Then let's click Add here to start creating our flashcards. So first, the type here I will choose clothes. And in the text section, first you type out the new word you have learned. Let's say you just learned 重要 this word, and then you can copy its English definition and its pinyin or 注音 in the dictionary into the text section. After entering them in, you select them and click Close Deletion. After finishing this part, you can also find 1 or 2 example sentences to put in the extra section, because it's important to know how to apply this word in context. So now I've added in 2 examples. Okay, so now we're studying this card. At first, we can only see the new word. Try to recall its pronunciation and meaning. Then click on Enter to see the answer and the example sentences. If you're at an intermediate to advanced level, I suggest that you use a Chinese definition of that word instead of using an English definition. Okay, the last one I want to introduce is podcast. Podcasts are audio programs. You can listen to podcasts on different platforms like Apple Podcast, Spotify, or SoundCloud, etc. It's a great resource for improving your Chinese listening. I've made a video recommending several Chinese podcasts. If you're interested, you can click here or find it in my description below. Okay, that's all for today. If you found today's video useful, please give it a thumbs up and share it so that more people know about these resources. Also, if you have some Chinese learning tools or resources that help you a lot, feel free to share them in the comments below. Alright, until next time, bye!